I do. I need an engineer person.
While we're waiting for the engineer person, I like this routine, the way we were like, let's do some gratitude before we hit the official record.
Yeah, do it without.
Grateful for the microphones,
Heck yeah,
grateful for the microphones,
most
grateful
certainly.
for the speakers, grateful for my water here,
Me too. Grateful.
grateful, grateful for Kitty.
Kitty boy. We got a
Kitty's in here.
visitor. He's snoozing.
Keep going.
This is great. I'm grateful for all this stuff. I'm grateful for remembering to hit the record button. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for, my gosh, just being able to be here and doing this.
What a week.
Woo, I'm telling you.
What?
I'm
Did we hit
telling you.
record, by the way?
Yes, we did. I'm John, and this is Stephanie, and we're the hosts of Plantspiration Unplugged, and we're also the founders of Plantspiration. And what we do is help people prevent reverse disease with a plant-based lifestyle so they can kick ass too.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Happy
even
New
know.
Year. I am
Yeah.
way ahead.
People know us for losing 250 pounds as a family, reversing a slew of diseases. And now we're reaching and teaching people all over the world how to get healthy too. You guys, welcome back to Plantspiration Unplugged, episode 7.
Wow.
What a week.
Yeah, wow. Hello.
Well, we're talking about traditions. We're
Hmm.
talking about tamales. We're talking about true love. We're talking about holiday feasts in this
Yeah.
episode, magical moments and
Yeah.
inspiration to keep you merry and bright.
I love it.
I'm out of breath, kind of how it's been all week.
I'm seriously, this is like a blur, and it's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
What about the start of a new week? Christmas
We
week. Like
almost
it's a
Christmas
holiday
week. We
for a
did
lot.
get the lights up on the tree. Nice job. Thank
Nice.
you for that.
Yeah, we need little ornaments
When
now.
was that? When was that? I just remember I pulled up and I saw the lights
Yeah,
and
wasn't that great?
I was screaming in the car.
Mhm.
Ah.
That was,
What day was that?
that was like,
Monday?
yeah,
That,
yeah,
okay, that's how the
yeah,
week started.
yeah.
It was on Monday. Then we had a busy week because we had a special guest in the house for class this week.
That's right. That was a great class.
I think your car broke down again.
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Well, I got it. Yeah, what a mess. Yeah. The car we were using to go to work, all of a sudden that didn't want to start. As soon as it's below 30 degrees up here,
It's over.
it's, oh my God. So I'm under there. I'm like tapping on this electrical thing that I know is messed up and I need to replace it. I just thought, come on, one more time. I can fonz this thing. I can make it. It just didn't want to. And then I'm actually literally laying on the ground. I get the text, hey, your Jeep's done, getting the water pump and everything. I'm like, oh man, perfect. So
See,
my
there's
car
the
can sit where
positive.
it's at. It's safe.
It worked out.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, I got a text. You were like, "Hey, any chance you might be able to pick us up if we not, if we might not have
I
a
might
ride
have
home?"
both cars down. Jeez,
I'm
my gosh.
like, "Yeah,
Winter.
we can make it happen.
Yeah.
We do roll through it pretty laid back.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's gonna happen. I can't just be throwing a fit under the car. I'm a grown man now.
I mean,
No.
we've definitely improved in that category of just like, it is what it is. Maybe it's the timing of everything.
Yeah.
Busy week. We didn't realize and we were waiting for this snow. We were like, oh, let's hope this snow comes this week. We talked about it last week. It was like
Yeah.
we wanted to have a snowy day, get that Christmas vibe
Yeah,
going.
definitely. Definitely.
There's more to the story
There's
though.
more to the snow
We didn't
coming. I
even
was just like, hey, hang on now. I gotta get my Jeep out of the shop.
get the Jeep out. Next thing you know, I'm like, hey, we've got a special guest. She's coming in the kitchen. We've got a big healthy New Year class for Plantspiration.
Hmm.
Now we're getting into the class. That was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk about getting inspired
That was fun. I
in our
like I like
house.
doing the cooking. I
Yeah,
like getting up there and having my turn at the helm.
that was great. It was like each of us did our own tamale sauce. We did like a
That's
apple
right. Whatever.
cinnamon.
Yeah, you did the filling. That was a good one.
We're going right to the food.
Hmm.
We must be hungry. It's been a long day.
It
We
has
usually
already.
get in here right away in the
Yeah.
morning. Didn't work out like that.
No, no.
Lots of stuff going on.
This afternoon we're good. Couple
Will we run
hours.
out of light?
No.
It's it's going to get brighter each
We
day though.
run out of light.
Well,
I guess if the power goes out, we're out of light.
no, I mean, it's getting well, it's
Hey, I'm telling you
it's
now.
first day of winter is already behind us, and now
You
each
know
day is getting brighter is how I'm looking at it. But
exactly.
it is getting dark early still nonetheless. And
Oh
we're getting
yeah.
to that part where I'm like, okay, this is good. We got lights in here.
Definitely gotta have a little something.
So we made tamales, somebody came over. It was a totally different.
This class was awesome. It was a plantspiration. Um, it was like bringing somebody into a master class, tamale making and traditions and everything, and just really doing our recipes is what it is.
Well, exactly.
It's fun.
And people were blown away because here we're making tamales.
Hmm.
And even I didn't understand that lard was used in tamales.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I mean? And,
yeah,
people are wondering why they're sick or why they're getting heart disease or,
yeah.
autoimmune disease. Diabetes is, huge. Well, this lard, what was it? 1 cup was 200 grams of fat.
Yeah, it's a crying shame because they're excellent traditions and tamales, and I mean it's just a family food and something you do around Christmas. It's a big thing,
Well,
and
we didn't change traditions, is what we learned. We
exactly,
didn't change traditions. We're actually
exactly,
checking out more traditions, different
definitely,
cultures, more food
definitely.
than we've ever eaten before.
Hmm.
Um, but of course, we teach everybody every week on Wednesday night that this is about not changing those traditions, just changing traditionally how we're
How we
leaving chronic,
prepare them, right?
yeah, we're leaving chronic disease behind. We're not leaving traditions.
No, definitely
We're
not.
leaving that stuff behind. And that's what this was all about is
Hmm.
we can keep
You can
making,
still make
oh
tamales
my gosh, and
without lard.
and low fat. Like
Low
I'm
fat
not even
and
gonna like hold
delicious.
back
There
on
was
that.
nothing fat about it. It's amazing.
Then first of all, just mine, everybody was so inspired because the guest we had,
Hmm.
um, I believe she said she died, like, it was something horrible happened.
Hmm.
I'm going to wait till
Hmm.
she shares the story herself because we're going to bring her on the podcast, by the way.
Her systems were shutting down.
Systems were shutting down. And well, she wouldn't be here in my kitchen
Hmm.
cooking tamales if it wasn't for what plants had done for her and saved her life and the
Yeah.
the way her health is today compared to when this situation happened.
Hmm.
Wow. Not a dry eye in the room.
No, definitely.
She shared her story. She shared how much the plants have impacted her health, her
Hmm.
weight, her mental health,
I
her
mean, it
physical
was
health.
a
It
few
was,
weeks in the ICU. If
oh yeah, that
I
was
can say, like, wow, like she is just awesome,
we're
doing great.
we're not messing around over here when we're telling people give it a shot. Try the plants. We're all about teaching people how to keep it easy, how to keep it simple, how to inspire them, and get right down to it. But, you know, and then on Thursday I do my Thrive,
Hmm.
with the group. I go on live and I do a little recap each week of the classes and answer any other questions. And I mentioned to them a, a genuine, a traditional tamale averages around 42 grams of fat.
Wow.
I mean, we're not counting calories over here. We're not cutting carbohydrates. We're not cutting back on food. We're going to get to so much more, but this is the topic of
Well,
everybody's sick because they don't know how to eat healthy.
right.
We didn't know how to eat healthy. And now that's why we're here talking about how to eat healthy over tamales,
Definitely.
traditionally 42 grams of fat.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah, like
one.
that. That's crazy. But what the big thing is, um, it's the same flavors. It's the same sharing and caring.
Which one did you like the most?
Um, I don't know Carla's mixture, how she made it with the carrots and all that with the zucchini
That
is,
was great. I like the jackfruit one. That was
yeah,
my favorite.
yeah.
Well, and we use some rolling greens and we use jalapenos and we use beans and just we could have went on and on and on with the different ways to make them. And that's what I want is people to keep it simple, keep it easy. I mean, the hours of preparation people put in to tamales, I had no idea. And we were whipping these things out in like minutes.
Oh yeah, are you kidding?
The masa, no lard needed, no oil needed. They're still sliding out.
Hmm.
I'm blown away.
They come right out of the corn,
What haven't
the
we had?
husk.
What haven't we had for Christmas dinners?
None of the stuff we used to have. I mean, it's
We're
we've had all roasts and flavors and lasagnas and I mean
we've
everything that
done
we've had before.
sushi.
Sushi, yep.
We've now had more traditions than ever over the holidays, rather than the same
Yeah, I don't think
three. dead animals.
animals.
And I
Yep.
can't believe we're saying it. Just we realize that's what it was compared to what we've really been tapping into. The
Definitely.
variety.
It's the variety is amazing. The foods and flavors and everything. And come
Blown
on.
away. I'm doing the blown away, like, it's anyway, we love food. And if people are
Yeah.
coming around thinking getting healthy means you've got to be giving up stuff,
Uh,
and
No.
we're here to tell you it's going to be a lot different than what you think.
Yeah, I feel
This,
like I've gained so much more. There's
yeah,
so much more I can do. I'm in the kitchen making some awesome things. And the guys got to learn how to do it's so easy. It's
I'm
simple.
glad you're
I'm
bringing that
still a
up.
guy. I mean, I'm going to make it as easy as possible,
Right.
you know,
I mean, and we're busy,
and it's going to
so
be delicious. I still have taste buds. I know it.
we're going to talk a little bit more about the role you're going to be playing in 2025 in the
Mm-hmm.
classes is going to be huge.
Heck yeah.
Everybody's requesting more of John. So
Yeah.
we're listening. We're
That's,
going to bring more of John in.
yes, we have more John to add to the recipe.
And that's going to just raise everybody's confidence.
I'm telling you.
I think that's your line.
That is my line, but I love that it's catching on. It's better than fetch.
Now I'm getting out of control.
It's all
It
right.
was a great time, and we don't have class this week, so it's been it's not been a break, but I know there's a little bit of a break coming so that we can kind of plan.
Yeah, this is a big thing. I mean, we're rolling out like our classes for Plantspiration master
The master
classes.
classes are coming.
And it's just some really great normal food recipes, if I could say, like,
Should I say what we're
kind of,
having on just
I
the
kind of,
first class
I
alone?
kind of want to, yeah, because people should know.
Waffles.
Yeah.
We're talking about how to make waffles. I'm going to be bringing in cheese fries,
And you know what goes with fries? Burgers, of course.
burgers. We're
Burgers.
bringing in the top recipes that when I'm working with people over the years, these are the top recipes that just get people
Mhm.
into it.
I'm telling you. I
We're
mean, did you
breaking the
hear that?
mold.
Cheese fries. And when you add those onto the burger, it's just like,
Remember when,
oh, look out. They're
when
so good.
it first came up, like going vegan or
Oh, well, yeah. I
was it
was
going,
like, that's
did we say we're
stupid.
going vegan or did we say we're going plant-based?
Uh,
I don't even recall.
I mean, that's
We
what
were like, we're
it
getting
was kind of
healthy.
the same thing, I feel like, when we started. It's been a long time, almost 12 now, right?
Yeah. And all I thought, well, so
I mean, it was vegan. There wasn't like vegan junk food. There wasn't vegan.
well, we didn't even consider it. We went to getting healthy was really where our mind was
We're
at.
eating the same stuff. It's just called, really, it's called whole food plant-based.
Today it's called whole food plant-based, but back then it was called vegan
Yeah.
or it was called plant-based. But really all I thought about was not what to call it, but how am I going to survive without cheese fries?
I mean, seriously, geez.
I was obsessed.
And
Still am.
nachos. Your favorite
Oh
food
my
was
God.
nachos before.
If anybody asks me anywhere in the world what my favorite food is, the response will always be nachos.
Nachos.
And that was one of the first things I was like, we're going to need to figure out how to make nachos.
Yeah, I mean, all
It
the toppings are like, oh wow. Now I think about it, plants,
it's all plants.
you got the
And we've got the cheeses
everything.
down, no matter what
Yeah.
cheese.
Oh
That's the
man.
thing that blows people away, I think, is when I talk to them, they're like, and I'm having a hard time giving up the cheese. And I'm always like, okay, but what cheese? And if, because I have an answer to it, I have a recipe
Mhm.
for every single cheese from
Mhm.
brie to blue cheese to
Nacho
nacho
cheese.
cheese to
We have like several different
Munster
renditions of
cheese. We
that.
made mozzarella cheese
Like,
in the
yeah.
tamales this week. And Carla was blown away. You know what was, here's what it was. So, all right, she's going to be in here soon and we're going to try not to talk about too much, but she was like, this cheese is awesome. And it passed the test. I don't know what the
I
name,
don't know. I
what
think
was
that
it?
tamales in general pass the test.
What was it that they were
I'm not
calling it?
sure what it's called, but it's like if you can warm a tamale up the next day,
It
it's
wasn't just Carla. It was
no,
a
definitely,
couple other
definitely.
people were calling it
Yeah.
this. It passed the test, and I can't remember the name they
I
used.
don't know the name of the test.
But it passed the test.
Yeah. The warm up the next day, there's some name for it,
And
but
she's going to talk about that when she
yeah,
gets in here.
there you go.
So for the new year, we'll be having guests come in. We've got this down and it's blowing up.
Anyways, I don't even know what it was called. But I knew that tamales passed the test because the next day they're even better.
They
So I
were
know
even
that's
better.
what
Everything is better the next day
I'm
with
telling you.
plants. They absorb.
Seriously.
So yeah, and then there's the whole cheese. We can kind of cheese. We could do everything. That's how I feel.
I
Like
mean, this, if I know we're talking about food, you guys, I'm sorry, but this is kind of part of it
we
because
might be hungry. It's later in the day.
no, but the cheese, you get the same feel good from it, like the dopamine or whatever the brain hit,
Oh, it's the same
oxytocin,
flavor.
whatever it is, you get the same hit
It's a feel
as
good.
cheese that's like totally clogs your arteries.
It
So
feels good to be eating healthy and stuff that tastes good is what
yeah,
that's what
definitely.
goes off in my mind. Like, wow, this is actually not going to clog
Yeah.
my arteries. It's not going to
Hmm.
raise my cholesterol. It's not going to.
And it's one more baby cow that could have mama's milk.
True, true. Most people don't recognize that. And
I
while we were
didn't.
going over
I,
we didn't. Yeah, you're
uh-uh.
right. We didn't. We were going over some of the website stuff, going over some of the appearances, and I forgot about that first one that I did at the um
Jane.
it was a young Jane's
Hmm.
community event, and I was asked to speak to, and it
Yeah.
was the first talk that I ever did, first of all, like that. Well, I've done talks in my home and I was doing stuff like this, but this was actually, I was a guest speaker, and they specifically asked me to talk about ahimsa, the peace, the
Hmm.
not non-harm.
Right,
So
right.
when I got more into the research of it, even I didn't know like how they treated, you
Yeah.
know, baby cows or animals. I don't like talking about it because
Well,
I
you
don't
don't
like
think
thinking
about
about
it.
it. And I don't want everybody out here going, oh my God, here she goes.
Well, no.
So,
Well, this is part of it. I need people that want to hear about and really like take a minute and think. Like,
yeah, it did. There's
hmm,
so much to it. But anyway, we're getting off track. We were just getting off over to the tamales. Now,
oh,
oh, the talking about the talks and the
yeah.
events that I went through and
Hmm.
just so
A
much.
lot of good
A
stuff.
lot of good stuff. Okay. So as we were talking about the tamales, and I did the Thursday Thrive, and I brought up a little bit about, comparing. Then we get into the healthiness of what we're doing on top of the good
Yeah.
flavor. And 42 grams of fat, by the way, for a tamale, the traditional tamale.
Dude,
When,
are you serious?
yeah,
God.
42 grams of fat.
And I used to eat the shit out of tamales.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
yeah.
These taste the
We
same.
would drive towns over, like we got to go get these specific
Yeah.
tamales. And now when I look at what went into them, the lard, the
I
cheese,
had no idea.
yeah, no wonder
They taste the same. So I'm like, wow, this
they
is.
don't taste exactly the same. They're
Well,
definitely
no,
not
I mean,
like
I don't have that
the
coating that you're
oily
talking.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you actually taste the seasoning like a
Yeah,
party in your mouth.
exactly. Same seasoning is what
And
I'm
we
saying.
and
They
we made
taste the same, same seasonings.
and we made cashew sour cream. So we did a lot of cool stuff
Mm.
this week. That's probably why we came in here. We're like, we got to tell them about all the cheeses we make,
Well,
the dishes
anybody,
we
yeah,
make.
it was amazing. It was great.
We get a little excited
All
about
right.
what we're
Are we
doing.
just gonna keep on food here and
Yeah, should we?
just talk about what we're doing for Christmas and get that out of the way? I know.
So we've been waiting for a snowy day.
Yeah.
We have
Hmm.
a little, gosh, how do we
And
even bring
also
it
a
up?
magical moment,
We had a
perhaps.
magical moment. We were waiting for a snowy day
Yeah.
so that we
I
can
uh
say
Go
it.
ahead. No,
I
no.
almost can. I'm almost getting choked up.
So I can get my Jeep out of the shop
Oh,
and go do donuts. Yeah.
why were we doing donuts? Now you just told on us.
I
We're doing
didn't. I
donuts.
did a donut and a half.
Okay.
Don't worry, there were no animals were harmed.
No, we did it right here in the.
Couple donuts behind the store. Nobody's back there.
So we were out looking for a ring,
Yeah,
a wedding ring,
yeah,
last minute.
that's right.
Oh my gosh, we're
The
waiting
snow was
for this.
coming down. It was just so pretty.
We were waiting for a snowy day so that
We're already married,
we're
actually.
already married, but we married. I married.
So, uh-huh.
Gosh, how do I say this? I'm
You're
telling
an
you, I'm getting
ordained
choked.
minister. I think we talked about it last
Yeah,
time.
I'm getting choked up. I could barely talk about
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
It's like hitting me. What a week.
Yeah, we have a daughter-in-law. Holy cow. We have a daughter-in-law. I just let the cat out of the bag. Not you, actually.
So the day went kind of, yeah, it started like that. And it was like, hey, it's actually going to snow. And we've been waiting for this moment to
Mm.
marry them. And I was like, okay, that's great. You guys just let me know when and we're ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, when we're talking about Marion. So
yeah.
They were like, okay, is today the day? I was like, sure, this would be great. You guys just let me know. And we were just gonna, we've got a beautiful background. You know, we were
Yeah.
gonna go outside. She just wanted to get married in the snow, which I thought was beautiful. And I wanted to
Oh,
honor that.
it turned out beautiful. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
So at the last minute, he comes in and he
Oh shit.
says, Mom, I forgot I needed to get, you know,
I
she's
need
all
a
set up.
ring.
Yeah, he's like, I need a ring. It almost reminded us of us.
Yeah, right.
We
Yeah.
remembered at the last minute, oh yeah, we needed rings.
Well, yeah, kind of knew it, but I was like,
So here it's snowing out, you
I'll
guys.
get it.
The
We'll get
first
it.
snow, it's very exciting. The snow's coming down. It's getting thick too.
Yeah.
Roads are covered.
Big, pretty, fluffy flakes landing on the evergreen trees that are
7:30 at
backdrop.
night.
Just beautiful.
Oh, it was beautiful. 7:30 at night. We're running around town trying to see if we can find a ring.
I mean, it's been snowing all day. There was really like 3, 4 inches
There was some
already.
snow on the ground. Yeah, you guys heard that right. We're actually looking for a wedding ring.
And I'm like, I'll take you because I want to do donuts, is what I was thinking.
God, it is cheap.
There's one right over here.
So we went into a couple stores. We even have a jewelry store in town. We
Yeah,
missed it. It closed.
yeah.
And so you know, I didn't want, we couldn't not do this.
Mhm.
And so John goes, well,
Well,
I can make one
yeah, I'll just go make one. Let me make one. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Use an O-ring out of the machine shop? No, I'm like, I'll make a nice one out of stainless. And so, yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah, I made a decent, I mean, it was nice.
Well,
Decent.
while that's all
I'm like,
going
give me
on,
half an hour. I'll make your ring. All right.
that's all it took.
Yeah, maybe
I
40
started
minutes. I really
panicking.
polish it. It's freaking
I was
nice.
panicking because all of a sudden I was like, this is really going down. And I'm upstairs listening to, I hear the machines going while you're doing the ring,
Oh
making the
my
ring. And
God.
I'm upstairs like, and the power vested in me. And I'm like, when a man loves a woman, or like, what do I write down and what do I say? And all of a sudden I was like, and I don't want to let them know I'm nervous.
I
You know,
know.
I'm like, whoa, 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 how do I not cry? How do I do this? And I
Yeah.
just hear the machine, you know, I'm like,
And then it stops. Oh
oh
shit. I
shit.
gotta get my little speech done.
You hear me rip another page out. I'm
Crumple.
like, maybe I
Crumple.
can write it better, you know, and I start writing it out and it just happened so fast.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you guys were dragging out the lights,
Well, yeah, to
my
make it
ring
right.
lights,
Yeah.
and the snow's coming down. And just
It
everything
was
was
great. It
beautiful.
was
I don't want to
beautiful.
share too
It
many.
was a magical
It
moment.
was a
That's all.
magical moment, and I
It was
stood out
really
there and
pretty. It was great, great. It was awesome.
I married Zachary and Harlow.
Yeah, we married our son and now daughter-in-law Harlow.
I
Hmm.
could barely say it.
It was awesome.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations to you. Wow.
I know a
Yeah.
fist bump wasn't enough for the
Well,
moment, but we
right
haven't really
now,
taken it
that's
in.
cool too.
It
Yeah,
was like
right.
one thing after the next.
Yeah.
It just kept happening this week. Wow.
That was great.
What, can you believe we just did that? Nice job on the ring, by
That
the
was
way.
awesome. Yeah, it came out good.
What a love. Like, listen to the story that they get to tell.
Hmm.
And he's so sentimental,
I
actually.
know. I know.
That we're just looking at each other right
I
now.
know.
Like, I
I'm
can't
like
believe that
almost
happened.
speechless. It was a great moment. I'm
We
just
haven't
so
had a
proud.
chance to even take it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I'm literally getting emotional right now.
No, it
The
was great. I'm just so
pictures,
happy for them.
I'm
That's all.
so,
Everything
oh,
came out great, and it was a fantastic moment, magically.
she's the greatest thing that ever happened to us.
Yeah, she is
She's
an
a,
angel. Isn't that the best way to describe her?
I wasn't joking when I first heard her. I'm like, she's got the voice of an
Yeah,
angel.
that's right.
I said, I just heard her on the phone. And you're like, what did you think? I go, she's got the voice of an angel. And then I
That's
just kind of
awesome.
kept saying it. And then the more I got to know her, I was just like, oh
She
my
is an
gosh,
angel.
she
Oh my
is
God.
actually an angel. Then she gets here and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually an angel. She's the most sweetest, greatest, incredible human being. Just, we love you and we're grateful.
Heck
And if
yeah.
you're happening to listen
Congratulations.
to
You guys
this,
are awesome.
we couldn't shut our pie holes. We're
Mm,
so excited. It's been a magical week.
heck yeah,
Honestly,
it is.
grateful. The gratitude,
That's right. And I don't
tremendous.
even remember Friday.
It was a blur. I was like, we have a Christmas party to go to. I have to make snacks.
Yeah. That was yesterday. That was great. Yeah, we went out shopping for a couple things, I think.
Was that yes? No, I did that on
You
Friday.
did Friday, yeah.
It was a blur.
It was.
We
I
really haven't
worked
had a
and then
chance to sit down.
I came home and worked actually. Yeah.
We had a
Because I'm
great,
like, we're going out Saturday. I got to work. I worked Friday until 10 or something.
that's right.
I pulled a double.
I usually pass out early.
That was fine. I'm
I'm
like,
an early riser. I like
yeah,
to get my stuff done early in the morning.
you
Like
got to have a side gig going on, and if it could be in your own house, well, that's awesome.
by nine
Even if your
o'clock.
first gig's in your own house, you still need a side gig in
It's
your own
true.
house.
I love working from home. I do. Um, it's probably the greatest part of my job. I get to roller skate in between.
Oh, God,
I'm kind of roller
that's
skating
awesome.
between calls. That guy last night talking about in the what was what are they called? Just the one lane skates. I'm having a
Oh my
moment.
God. Yeah. Oh my God. Rollerblades.
Rollerblades. I've
Oh,
got
geez.
rollerblades downstairs, and I
And I'm
thought
like, what are you talking about? I never knew you had rollerblades. What the heck?
right downstairs. I have them. You didn't know that?
I didn't remember. I mean, I know we
That
have
was in like
rollerblades. I
2000.
didn't know they were yours. I thought it was just like they showed up and they were Zachary's or
No,
something.
no, they're from like 2000, in the year 2000. That's where it's at from the year 2000 is I think around when I got those rollerblades and I was like, I'm not going to be able to do these, you know? And I never did.
Yeah, what the
Anyway,
hell?
somebody last
Wow,
night was mentioning
that's
that.
cool.
And weirdly, when I went into the salon to go get a pedicure, and one of the gals there was like,
I rollerbladed to work.
no,
Oh,
she was a ice skater instructor.
oh wow.
And I actually said, how do you not get dizzy doing the spins? I mean, every time I try to do the spins, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Well,
I ice skated once.
how did it go?
I was like skating on my ankles. I don't know. I was using somebody's skates. I was like 8, maybe. I'm like, this is not for me.
I was around the
I
same
don't
age.
live that far north.
Did you go out on the lake?
I don't know what lake I was on. I was
Were
like
you, did,
6 or
oh,
no, I was about 8. We lived up here. I was about 8. It was right away.
were we going on the same lake? I'm wondering that you're
No,
thinking about?
no, no, I
We had
wasn't
one
there.
down the
No,
street.
no, I don't know where it was, but I know it wasn't there. It was somewhere in Wisconsin. It was.
Mm.
I'm like, all right, whatever. My dad was going ice fishing. I'm like, this sucks, and I'm freezing. I'm like,
I
we're
mean,
gonna live here. I'm
we're gonna
like,
live here.
God,
Jeez.
okay. That's where the money's at.
Anyway, I'm, it's cold. We're thinking about ice skating. Should we go ice skating, by the way?
No, it's cold. It's still
We just said
cold.
it's too cold. I mean, I'm kind of a, I mean, I love the season changes. I love all that. Hey, is
Yeah,
that our questions falling down?
yeah.
Don't lose the
I'll
questions.
just
I know we got to get
no
to
put
that.
on this blue
And we're going to
paper.
do the Plantspiration health report.
Yeah,
There's that too. People
yeah.
are still losing weight
Oh yeah, I need a
and eating
pen
their
right
plants
there.
off is what I'm going to
No,
talk
no, no.
about.
I remember the numbers.
I'm laughing because it's the middle of the holiday season. People have made it through Thanksgiving over here. People have made it through Christmas parties over here. The Saturday support group was incredible hearing people talking about how it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. What are you thinking about right now?
No, no, it
Making
can't
extra
be
notes?
done. I'm sorry. Yeah, you handed me a pen. I don't remember the numbers.
Well,
Okay.
do you not remember
No,
the
I remember.
numbers?
I'm just playing.
It can be done is what I'm out here wanting people to be inspired by, just because of holidays or just because of
Oh man.
traditions or
Yeah.
just because of this, it doesn't mean we can't get healthy
No doubt. I mean, people are getting healthy and
each day.
through the holidays, we lost like almost 5 pounds, 4.8 pounds through the holidays, people checking in.
It, yeah, that was nice, but there was more than that. There was a whole total. We have a whole total.
Yes, we have the whole total. I'll get to the whole total. That was
Oh,
just this
am I whipping
past
through this?
week.
Now am I getting
It
two?
was 4.8 for this past week. This is during the holidays.
That's pretty good.
That's real good.
Everybody's been busy.
Hmm.
Everybody's running
So
around.
also, not everybody's checking in.
Not
So
everybody's checking in,
it's got
but
to be
still
more.
that we've got a lot of active people that I work with, a lot of
Hmm.
people that are very active in the group.
Oh
And they're
yeah,
not just in there. This isn't about like posting recipes and
this isn't. Yeah,
it's like handing in homework in there, kind
right,
of.
right.
This is where they're Well, first of all, we've been doing 31 days of dopamine, talk
Hmm.
about people's moods getting excited.
Yeah.
We're learning how to use,
You made a great calendar. Every day you get a different thing to look at, a different idea. And I don't want to call it a challenge because it's not,
it's like a
it
daily
is,
exercise to
yeah, a
build up
daily exercise. Perfect.
mindset, self-confidence.
Uh-huh.
I mean, for January, by the way, I don't even think you know we're doing like a stay focused in January.
Yeah.
Like Martin Luther King is like the day that everybody gives up on everything.
Hmm.
It's over by 21 days. You know what I mean? 3 weeks into the new year,
Yep. Yep.
people start dropping out. That's not going on over here. I want people to drop in.
Yeah, most certainly. Because
You,
there's no dropping out once you're in. I mean, it's like as soon as you get, all you need a couple days, really. If
we hear a lot of that. 2 days in, my inflammation's down. 1 day in, 2 days in, 3 days in. It's worth knowing more about it. It's worth
most
knowing more
certainly,
about it.
I went
And
too damn long hurting. Like
ain't that the truth?
every day waking up, like, God, man, my hands are just
Now
freaking
look what we're
hurting.
doing.
Now I'm kicking ass.
Marrying people,
Couple jobs, marrying people,
making rings.
making rings.
We really didn't even get a chance to kind of talk about this whole week. It has been
Right.
so crazy. I was like, he's like, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, where do we begin?
I'm like,
Can we
it's
even
still a
talk about
blur. I
this?
haven't like even caught, like it hasn't even like caught up
It
yet.
hasn't caught up. Just what we're just so grateful. And we're so grateful for everybody at Plantspiration who continue to share their story, who
Yeah.
continue to share. Everybody's so inspired to share what's going on for them.
Mhm.
We talked a lot about leveling up
That's right.
last week, and that
That's
took
right.
off. I didn't even have time to do reels and advertise the podcast. And I
It
came
was.
in and I looked at the numbers. I go, what does this mean? You were like, it means it's blowing up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're like, what do you mean? Like, look at us. It's doing great.
All
People are digging it.
all I can tell is people are all over the world listening to it, which I know happens. You know, it's not a big
Oh,
deal,
God,
but
no
I'm excited
pressure.
by that. But I'm excited.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
all over the
That's
world,
pretty cool.
and the views are incredible. The feedback is incredible.
God, I thank you guys so much. Like, seriously,
We're
that's just great.
inspired.
Thank
This
you.
this was we started this
It's
podcast.
nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we were like, we'll do it. Everybody says to do it. Everybody said we should do it. And then you
Hmm.
were like, let's just do it. So I kind of said to you, when we do this podcast, let this be an example of kind of how I coach.
Hmm.
We have to just start.
That's right.
We talked about it for a while. We
Definitely.
had, the analysis paralysis. We've
The same thing.
overthinking it,
Overthought the
looked for
shit
all the
out of something
recipes.
till you give yourself a headache.
Yeah, people come in looking for all the recipes, not knowing how to do it. And I really looked at you. I looked at
Hmm.
you and I said, we have to do exactly what I coach. We have to just do it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get better as we go. And
That's
there's
right.
another thing that goes on where we're not really paying attention to what's going on the outside. We just keep coming in here every week going, "Hey, let's just crush this."
Let's
And
just kick
what are we
ass.
going to talk about? And we're going to talk about our life being
Heck yeah.
unplugged, what's going on behind this. We're running a nonprofit.
Hmm.
You know, we're
I'm
doing
running a two machine shop.
we're doing a couple
One
things.
outside the house and mine.
We wouldn't be, and we love what we're
Oh
doing. We're
yeah. That's what I
excited,
mean. It
and
doesn't
I can't.
there's no way I could have did
I
this
was
before.
just
That's
gonna
all.
say, there's just no way we could
Just
do
didn't
it.
have the energy. That's all I was looking
No,
for.
I'm wiped out this week, but
I'm glad I'm on the plants,
I'm
man.
glad I'm on the
I could
plants.
go run around the block right now and not even be out of breath.
We're that is accurate, both of us. Um,
But anyways,
where are we at on
also
time?
kicking ass. Let me tell you, last week we checked in. Like when since people have started at Plantspiration, we have somebody else check in that lost a bunch. And from 564.4, we're up to 610.1.
610 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from 564 to
More weight
610.1.
loss. That's how much weight
Mm-hmm.
has been
It's a
lost to
lot more.
Plantspiration since we started the podcast. You know what was really
Mm-hmm.
cool today? What you did? What did you Google to pull that up?
Oh, I just put in Plantspiration health report because I don't remember how to get to the numbers. So I just threw it in there and then yeah, and Google kicked back said, "Oh, that's a segment on a podcast called Plantspiration Unplugged." I'm like, "What the
We're
heck?
doing it. You guys, we're doing it. You're making this
Dude, this
happen.
is
Wow,
crazy."
I just realized I'm looking at this. Zoom. I am in casual. It was like
Hey, this is
on
comfy, cozy.
festive.
It's like
Yeah,
it's not. It's below freezing outside.
I was
Okay, you
freezing.
would be warmer inside your freezer
These are
than
nice.
going
These are
outside.
nice sweatpants. I love them, and they're thick. And I've got an undershirt underneath. Like I'm layered today. It was cold in here,
I'm
and I didn't want to
comfy. You
stop
can
it.
have the heater on now.
Tell me that number 600 and
610.
610 pounds we've lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's awesome.
it's lighter and brighter
Yeah, that was
and
just
merry.
one. That was one person checking in.
That gave a
A
full amount,
lot.
a
Yeah.
lot more.
Yeah.
And somebody lost a half a stone.
Oh, geez, I didn't even add
I
that in
forgot
there.
to add
Holy
that because I was like, oh, by the
Well,
way,
that would be 617
there we
then.
go.
Yeah. For
So,
people that know their stones, that's a total of 14
and
pounds.
by the way, episode 7, this has been over a course of 7 weeks that we've gathered, some of this
Mm.
total weight loss with people so far. And through the holidays, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
It can be done. But we break it down at Plantspiration to make it simple, make it easy, don't overanalyze it. And that's why I'm so excited about these darn classes. That's why we're kind of all over the place. It's like
I know.
and we're excited.
Well,
We're so
we're
hyped
about
up
to
about
jump
it.
off the edge of the nest, I feel like,
Well,
or something. Or we're about to get on the highway for the first time. Do you remember that when you're like, shit, I'm going now. I'm on the
I'm going.
ramp.
Well,
I'm going on.
I just started off thinking I know exactly what I've been doing when I'm working with everybody, the
Mhm.
top recipes. Like, hey,
Yeah.
your family, we want to get them on board. You want to make this simple. You want to learn how to eat your plants off. What does that mean when you say eat your
Yeah.
plants off?
What really?
That means how to eat low fat, high fiber, not counting calories, not counting points, not dieting, not weighing, not measuring. I free people of dieting.
Hmm.
We free people of dieting. I do a lot of the one-on-one coaching, but it's on that Wednesday night that you and
Oh,
I,
yeah.
we are bringing it. And these master classes, these Eat Your Plants Off master classes are going to feature a lot of John because he's doing a lot of
Yeah.
cooking.
I do a lot of cooking.
We
It's
just
awesome.
want
It's
to bring
fun.
more of that in, and these classes are built around that where we can,
And
educate
guys, the ladies will like it too.
the
You know, those stupid commercials.
be back to check you out later. What was that, Mr. Microphone? Oh, you're on a different
That,
one.
yeah, a
Okay.
new age.
Mm. They're going to be great. And like you said, we've been listening. And people love how funny you are in the classes. And it
Yeah,
is,
we have a great time. I can loosen up a little bit. I mean, it's way better when it's our class.
it's going to be easier. We're going to do a little bit of both, but we're going to bring in this because so
Mhm.
many husbands
They're in the
they're
background.
listening to you
Mhm.
is what I'm hearing. So we're just going
Well,
to turn it up a
sometimes
little
I
bit.
see them walk by and it's fun.
You know
It's
why we're
great. I
doing
love
this?
doing our class.
Because if 12 years ago, if we would have saw us, we would have been like, no. Right?
Yeah,
Right. That's how honest we're being, you
look at this
guys.
shit.
We're being honest. We're be like, no, look at these guys. Um,
Yikes. But the energy and how I feel,
we're here to come clean with it's
wow.
changed everything about us, the way we view things, the way we see things, the way we move through
It's like
life.
if you took your car you have now and then dropped in a fresh, biggest badass engine that's your engine that you would want in it. That's how I feel. Like I did that with mine.
What was the way you described my transformation? That was the greatest.
Oh, your transformation was, I mean, you lost 100 pounds. It was like a frame up restoration.
A frame up
Yeah.
restoration. Unbelievable.
The unbelievable part is there's no surgeries.
No surgeries. Well, I'm missing organs. I've had surgeries.
Not for like losing 100 pounds. I mean, you,
No, I got
your
active.
body, yeah.
It wasn't like a regular diet. I was
And
actually
you're
nourished.
nourishing the
Yeah.
body.
Did
You're
you
not
see that?
starving the
People
body.
don't
I
realize
mean,
like
it's just
we
a
talk
big
and
thing.
think because the plants feel so good. We're out here just saying, hey, let's do a podcast so we could show more people plants are cool, being
Yeah.
healthy is cool. We're still eating burgers,
Yeah.
waffles, cheese fries, and these classes.
Yeah. I mean, all the same stuff.
These are the top recipes that I get people on.
I was
So
the guy that was like, ew, I'm not eating that. And it's made out of carrots and beans or some shit.
they won't know that.
Well, I know, but I mean, I was the guy.
So
It was like, ew, vegan, I'm not eating it. That's dumb. And then
I'm
I did
embarrassed
it
that
for a
I'm
few
embarrassed.
days. And then I was like, holy shit, I feel pretty good. All right,
It kept
I'll
going.
go a week. I'll go a
Yeah.
week. I'll do that.
We didn't know on January
And
7th.
I'm honest, and at week end of week one, I'm like, all right, I'll do this for 2 weeks. But really, I was like, I'm
You're
not
being
turning
really
back.
honest. You're
I'm
laid
like,
back
I'm
today.
not turning back, is what it was.
You're super laid back today.
Well,
You're super into this. I love this.
well, this is how it is. I mean, it's just got to be out there. People need to know. Guys need to know.
Guys need to know, and they don't.
I
We've
mean,
got to.
the big thing is you can feel way better than just everything we've learned is fucking wrong. Sorry.
Oh my
Beep,
gosh.
beep. Well, it's a late one.
Don't do that. It is. And it is like that because
A majority of
people
doctors
don't,
aren't taught about it, about food and what it does to your body,
yeah,
and nobody
people
else cares.
people don't realize that you attend the International Conference of Nutrition and
Hmm.
Medicine, that
Yeah, I'm
you're
not guessing here.
plant certified in plant-based nutrition, that you
Right.
just went through nearly or over 300 food for life classes with
Hmm.
me that we've
Hmm.
taught, which are credit courses that I
Yeah,
actually taught even for the medical students at
that's
Rutgers
right.
and
And NYU.
NYU. So there's a lot of nutrition education that's in this,
Yeah.
and this approach is not the approach that they're teaching doctors, dietitians,
Mm-mm.
nurses, stuff like that.
Oh,
So
I've seen doctors piss, say way worse.
yeah,
When they find out
right.
the real information about food and what it does to the body and what the hell are we doing?
That's why
Why are we still going in the same direction, the same health model? You call it a health model.
why
Hmm.
we're so passionate about what we're
Hmm.
doing, why we started this nonprofit,
Hmm.
why it's been taken off is because we're not in it for we're we're in it for getting people healthy.
Hmm.
And I'm grateful for all the people that have been inspired and who write in. I mean, people who I have never even met are saying, hey, I've been listening and I've been following, and this has inspired me. So we're really grateful. And I'm grateful to see all the new people that are going to be coming to these classes that we're going to be dropping. You
Yeah.
guys got to check them out. And it, this podcast is going to drop before Christmas. So there's still time to give the gift of
Oh,
health.
yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Give the gift of health. We're affordable. We're going to teach people how to be sustainable, how
Yeah.
to eat your plants off, how to eat delicious meals. We've got an amazing support
That's a big,
community.
big thing.
Yeah, community support's a big part.
Yep. Yep.
Plantspiration takes a lifestyle medicine approach to preventing, teaching people how to prevent and reverse disease.
Yeah.
And we want people to check it out. We on to the questions.
Yeah. I definitely want everybody to check it out because just take a look. Get
And
over to the website at least, plantspiration.org.
it's
Scroll
and
down, look at it,
we
check it
got a
out. We're
great
real
web guide.
people. We know everybody there.
We got a great web guide, by the way, and I want
Yeah.
to give a shout out. It's been growing and growing and growing, and we couldn't keep up with it. So, thank you to him. It's starting to work really nice. Also, on top of the membership, we do have individual classes that we sell,
Yeah.
and in those classes, people
You
are
get a
going to get
little taste.
recipe. Well, they're not in person; they're not going to taste.
No, I'm saying of what we do,
Uh,
not in person.
yeah, you're going to
Sorry.
get inspired, is what we hear. We're just telling you what we hear. You're going to get
Right, right, right,
inspired, and you're
right.
going to leave these classes with a plan for the week too. Every class, you're going to have the recipes and the stuff that you could use. And you know what it's like? I keep explaining it to
What?
you. Like when you would look in the magazines and it would tell you what
Oh,
staples.
yeah, yeah.
And
If you buy these four garments, you can make 17 different outfits or whatever the
basically,
combination is.
our classes are set up where this is going to be like a mix and match. So you're going to be able to batch cook, meal prep, do all the and
Hmm.
eat all the favorite stuff and learn how to keep it.
I mean,
Yeah.
quick question.
Yeah.
It's not on the list, but we're going to move on to questions. But a quick question. Yeah,
Mm.
when you're doing a recipe and it calls for half an onion, what do you do?
Chop the whole onion, put the rest in the refrigerator. That's batch cooking.
Yeah. Or
You just popped
make
that on me, by the
double
way.
of what you're doing.
Double of what you're doing.
That would be my answer because I want more food.
And that's the kind of stuff that you're going to learn, like how to actually make this lifestyle sustainable, attainable,
Heck yeah.
less expensive. We love recipes. We're giving them what we're going to be
Yeah,
giving them
but
with the
it's,
class, but
oh,
it's not
yeah.
about the recipes. It's about coming together and really getting inspired and learning why this works, how this works, and
Well, I mean, the burgers, I mean,
they're the
I
best.
guess since we put it on
I
paper,
look
it's a
like a Christmas
recipe,
tree.
but you don't need,
Once
it's
you
not a
make them
recipe.
once, yeah, you'll realize this is how it is. We're going to keep it easy.
It's awesome. It's
Did
awesome.
we have
We do
you're in
have
charge of the
questions.
questions. You get
I
that
got
email.
the questions. And Here's a question for you. How has eating plants impacted your physical and mental health?
How much time do we have?
I'm telling you, geez, we're at 44 right now.
How has eating plants improved my mental and physical health?
hmm
Um,
In a
it's
nutshell,
improved
I
in a
guess.
nutshell, it's changed my whole entire life. Once once I learned about the power of plants, just I started doing it thinking I was just going to lose some weight and I was going to get back to, doing whatever I was doing, my old habits. The impact that they made on my life and everybody else in this household, and within the first 24 hours, was so huge. We couldn't unsee it.
Yeah.
We went 100% day one. We didn't know what we were doing, so it was a lot of raw. We didn't have junk food, so it was 100% low fat, whole food, plant based. We just started doing it. It felt so good so fast. The weight started coming off. That made my mental health right there. Something was working. It gave me hope.
Hope. Yeah.
It gave me hope. And that's what we see time and time again, by the way, with everybody.
That glimmer of light that was like as brighter than any glimmer has
It
been.
gave me hope. And it changed everything in a very weird dynamic of the way I describe it is, and maybe I'm really getting out there, but the way I described it is, it was like weeding out my yard and allowing the green grass to kind of grow and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flowers to come up. And I know that sounds kind of
No, I
geeky.
love the
It's an
metaphor.
analogy I use all the time with my clients, and they always say I can relate. Whether it be loss of certain things, like pulling the weeds out, things that
Mm,
weren't healthy in your life, because we got rid of a lot of unhealthy things.
yeah,
It was alcohol, it
right,
was smoking, it
right.
was certain relationships, and we love everybody. It isn't about that. It was just the influences and the patterns and the habits that, you know what, I wanted to ride my bike and wake up and feel good on my bike the next day, and I
Hmm.
didn't know I could do that. So the more I ate the plants, technically, it just changes your whole gut biome, starts helping you. You're eating a less
Yeah.
inflammatory diet. It has a positive impact on the brain.
hmm
So
And
this
then
is
and angiogenesis, where you
there's
like
so many cool
get
things.
fresh brain connections, really. What? Seriously?
Neurogenesis, angiogenesis is when the
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, blew that one. Neurogenesis.
sometimes I can pull that off, pull that kind of stuff out. But anyway, back to
You're
this.
just crushing it. Your mental mood was like
And then you
just
just
heightened.
want, and then I wanted to start moving and getting on that bike that I had in the house for forever. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time. So what was going on around me in all areas, it just continued to help me evolve. And that's all of this helped improve mental health, physical health. And it started with the plants and then it got me moving. And, you start focusing on the good stuff,
That's
not
right.
being sick.
Yeah, that's how it was before. I got another question for you. Top tips for transitioning.
Phew. How much time do we have? Just kidding.
No,
No, I do have a list of some top tips.
I have the answer.
You have some answers too.
Not answers, but
You wrote down some tips.
going 100%.
100% is my number one tip. 100
What does
going
that
99
mean?
going
Yeah.
99% is harder because you don't see the results.
Mm,
All changes are wonderful. If you're going to wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to make a goal of eating, a cup of blueberries a day or bringing more fruit to lunch, awesome. As your coach, I would tell you, I love this. How does that make you feel and how can we continue to improve on these things?
yes.
But I'm going to get everybody in the express lane by
hmm
losing weight. We're talking about, we teach people how to prevent and reverse disease. And it's the most effective. Studies show when we go 100% and take out all animal products, keep things low fat, for a little bit. We need avocados, we need nut seeds. Just be mindful of them. And eat lots of fruits and vegetables. This is not about cutting
Yeah.
back. So going
Like,
100% is one. Keeping it low fat because a lot of people say, "Well, I'm not losing weight and I've gone plant-based." Well, that's because all the cashew creams, all the avocado sauces, all the olives, all the processed food. So
mhm.
back to 100%. Really the, fruit, vegetables, grains, greens, legumes, stuff like that. That's my first couple tips. Go 100%. Eat whole food, plant-based. Come to class on Wednesday night, join Plantspiration so you have a support group because we did it
Seriously.
as a family so well because we had each other. Can you believe
Nice. Nux.
what
Yeah.
else? What are your tips? Because you've been doing this too.
Um, just do it. Just do it. I mean, that's just the easiest tip. I mean, you gotta, come to class and learn how that it's not really
Knowledge is
that hard.
power.
Knowledge is power. I mean, you can't do anything. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing now without learning about it. I mean,
And then when you come to class and you see us chest bumping and high
yeah,
fiving,
man. We're
we're
having a good
we
time.
are having a good time because we actually love what we do. Class starts off by
Mm.
listening to a bunch of people talking about how they lost weight, reverse disease. They keep showing up saying, "Hey, I look forward to this on Wednesday
It's
night."
real people is what it is. It's
Yeah,
not a commercial.
yeah.
I mean, not yet.
It's not, yeah, it's going to be real people just, and every week is going to be different because
Yeah.
people show up and they start talking about how they're doing, and then the classes are
I
so,
used to be on insulin for 20 years
my
and
gosh, when we hear that stuff, you guys, we're just
yeah, this
learning.
is huge for somebody to not have to do that
Lots of visuals in
more
the
than once a
class.
day.
Yeah, lots of
Ugh.
visuals. I give lots of
Hmm.
comparisons of what food was like. We're the January 1 class, we're not messing around.
No.
Everybody, I took a vote. Everybody said, I want to keep coming to class on Wednesday night.
Nice.
People said, just because it's New Year's Day, people get bent when they're missing their shows
Well, yeah.
because
Yeah, especially through the holidays. Why? Just because it's a holiday?
we're going to keep our show going.
Yeah,
We're dropping the
it's
master
gonna be
classes
fun.
January 1. You're going to
One
leave feeling
done.
good. You're going to leave feeling good.
It's awesome.
I'm
You
proud.
get
I'm
in
proud
there.
of all the work you've been doing,
I'm
helping
proud, man.
this
You're
whole thing
helping
take
out.
off.
I love hearing everybody what you're helping them during the
You're
week,
doing it.
from all the coaching I hear on
You're doing
Saturday.
it though. You're
It's
in there
great.
with them. And dudes are in there too. Lots of
Yeah.
them. Reversing angina, reversing heart disease,
Mm-hmm.
losing 200 pounds, losing 80 pounds, reversing a bunch of diseases that I can't even list. There's not enough time. That's what's going on to some of the guys, but they're not as, they see mostly me in the class. They say mostly me doing the talking. So we're changing it up so that people everywhere get on board and get inspired to eat your plants off.
I'm telling
New year, new you. I mean, I know that's kind of cliche, but it's
it's
how
true though.
it's,
So
well, we,
the only thing you don't have, do you know do you? Yeah, I guess you got to wait till New Year's. But
for what?
first day, get on into class. We don't have a class
For
until
what?
then.
What? Wait for the first day
Having
for
a
what?
class until then. The first.
We're going to take a break so we can
Yep.
make sure we've got everything
I can make
together.
sure I have my beep together
Yeah.
to make.
We're going to have to beep that one out, maybe. And you know what? We just want to again
Mhm.
say, first of all, thank you for the incredible questions. We love them. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comment section. We're getting it in order. We've got like 2 episodes on one thing of Spotify, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
next we did.
I don't know.
I'm glad we didn't wait, and that we're figuring it out as we
Oh
go
yeah,
along.
yeah, definitely. It's still on Spotify.
And that's what we do at Plantspiration. We teach people how
Hmm.
to navigate through everything. The
All
number
of it.
one tip: start
Start right now.
start right now. Eat your plants off.
Hmm.
You know what? Everybody's busy and I don't want to keep them hanging around.
Yeah, no doubt.
We've
You
had a
guys have a
busy
great
week.
holiday and Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays,
Happy New Year.
all of those things. We want to see more of you at Plantspiration. Check us
Hmm.
out. Veterans are free. You can email us at team at Plantspiration. We offer grants. You can also email us at team at Plantspiration. Grants can cover your membership, and we do all sorts of things for people over
Hmm.
here at Plantspiration to help support them on their wellness journey. And by that, I'd like to also say thank you to Myers. They sponsor us by
Yeah,
we buy all our fruits and vegetables at Myers over here, and thank you so much, Larry. Shout
that's
out,
right.
amazing job to everybody in produce where I
I
spend.
need more kale, Larry.
Larry, we're gonna need a case of kale. So thank you to Myers for that kind of stuff. We're really grateful for that, and they are the place I shop for all my food. I
Heck
do
yeah.
my Tuesday grocery haul there. You can follow me on YouTube. Now that's my section where I'm doing the grocery haul every week.
Hmm.
You can follow me on YouTube, same YouTube you're on here for your
Yeah,
Plantspiration. But with that, you guys, we just want everybody to
heck yeah.
have a safe and healthy holiday.
That's right.
We will be back on the last day of the year talking about
Yeah,
how to crush it in the new year, of course. Look at me. I look like I'm a Christmas tree, for goodness sakes,
that's all
over
right.
here. I was comfy today. We love you guys so much. We hope that this inspired you to be the inspiration that the world needs to see. Eat more fruits and vegetables, drink your water, practice your positivity,
Yeah,
give yourself a hug, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and
yeah.
follow us on all social medias.
That's
John, this
right.
was a great
Love
episode.
everybody.
Take a deep breath. We did it.
Heck yeah. Peace.
Love you guys.